Hello, Pisces, and welcome. So if you're here for a standard horoscope for 2026, you're in for a treat because we're going to go so much deeper. We're going to skip the usual stuff and instead look at this incredible ancient philosophy that honestly holds the entire key to your year. Let's dive in. And this right here, this is the core truth of 2026 for you. Your biggest challenge isn't going to come from the outside world. It's not bad luck. It's not difficult people. No. It's gonna come from your own beautiful, powerful, and, let's be honest, sometimes totally deceptive perception. This is the year you learn to see what's really there. So to really get what this means for you, we have to look at an ancient fable. It's a really simple story on the surface, but I promise you it contains the entire roadmap for your year. It's a story about a rescue mission that goes terribly, terribly wrong. Okay, so just picture this. It's a beautiful, clear night, deep in the jungle, and there's a group of monkeys just hanging out, playing by this deep, dark well. And all of a sudden, the leader of the troop looks down into the water and lets out this scream of absolute terror. He just yells out to his friends, completely and totally convinced that the moon has fallen out of the sky and is about to be lost forever in the well. In the panic, it's instant. They feel this profound duty, this need to save it. You see, their hearts are in exactly the right place, but their eyes are playing tricks on them. So, what do? Well, they act. They create this living chain, a literal rope of good intentions. One monkey grabs onto a branch, the next one grabs his tail, and on it goes, down, down, down into the darkness of the well. They're straining, they're pulling, every muscle burning, reaching for that beautiful shimmering light, and then the branch snaps. They all just tumble into the cold, dark water. And as they're sitting there, soaking wet, shivering, feeling defeated, one of them just happens to look up. And there it is, the real moon, hanging perfectly, safely, brightly in the night sky. It was never in danger. They risked everything to save a reflection. No, this story, it's not really about monkeys, is it? It's about you, Pisces. It's about your 2026. This little fable perfectly illustrates the central conflict you're going to face all year, learning how to tell the difference between what's real and what's just a beautiful, tempting illusion. This right here is your challenge, laid out plain and simple. The sky moon, that's reality. It's substance, it's what actually is. But the water moon, oh, that's the fantasy. It's the shadow, the shimmering, beautiful idea of what could be. And in 2026, you are going to feel the pull over and over again to dive headfirst into that water. So the big question is, how do you stay dry? How do you avoid the monkey's fate? Well, let's break it down into 3 really important areas of your life with a clear, simple strategy for each one. Okay, first up, your personality. Pisces, you just have a massive heart. You see pain, you see suffering, and your first instinct is to fix it. This is your monkey chain instinct. You see what looks like a problem and you immediately start organizing this grand rescue mission. A lot of the time without even checking if a rescue is wanted or needed. So here's your strategy. When you feel that powerful, overwhelming urge to jump in and fix everything for somebody, just pause for 1 second. Take a breath and ask yourself, am I looking at the real moon here? Is this person actually drowning? Or am I just seeing a shimmering reflection of my own fears in their situation? All right, next up is your behavior, your actions. You see, the monkey's whole plan failed, not just because they were chasing an illusion, but because their foundation, that branch they were all holding onto, it just wasn't strong enough. They acted on pure emotion, pure heart, without checking a single fact. Your intuition is an incredible gift, Pisces, truly. But in 2026, it absolutely needs a co-pilot. And that co-pilot is logic. Before you quit that job, before you move across the country, before you pour all your energy into a new project just based on a good feeling, please check the branch. Do the research, look at the numbers, make sure the foundation is just as solid as your faith. And this brings us to what might be the most critical area of all for you this year, relationships. This is where that water moon is just so seductive. You have this beautiful and sometimes heartbreaking tendency to fall in love not with a person, but with their potential. And this is the source of so much pain, isn't it? When you love that perfect, shimmering idea of someone, you're trying to scoop water into your hands. It's always going to leave you feeling empty. The fix is simple, but it's not easy. Engage with the real person, the one who's actually standing in front of you with all their flaws and their messy bits, the sky moon. That is where real connection lives. So let's just bring this all together. The big lesson of 2026 for you isn't about being less empathetic or less dreamy. Not at all. It's about learning to channel that incredible, compassionate heart of yours towards things that are real. And this is so important to remember. The monkeys in the story, they weren't foolish. They were brave. They were compassionate. They were loyal. Their only mistake was a simple matter of perspective. This isn't about some deep flaw in your character, Pisces. It's just about adjusting your focus so that all of your beautiful energy isn't wasted on illusions. So this is the question. This is what I want you to write on your mirror, set as your phone background, carry with you every single day of this year. Before any big decision, before any emotional investment, before you launch any rescue mission, just ask yourself this one thing. Your answer is going to be your guide, your guardrail, and your key to having a truly real, substantive, and deeply fulfilling 2026.